treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be... Returnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. 53 is the mark. Up, QB drop.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On third and short to give him a tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now a play fake here on first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Mayfield completing it to the right side, Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first carry now. This is Johnson. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. Give him 8 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now Callaway on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Switch.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Hard throw, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit in your moment.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He finds Beckham complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. And seconds of the first half, and the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. To throw on second and 6, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 38 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes our score 17-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10.
That's good.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
First down, New York.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. That'll bring up second down.
15 yards to go.
180.
50 seconds to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shifts by him at the 25, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. Here's Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. It's a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add on to their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 60.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
He had no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Mayfield now. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there. Yeah. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180! 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle to Beckham. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and through. And that will extend this big lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Outside. 53 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out right here to Herndon. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout?
That's caught at the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ricker, protect.
One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFLSports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Ready? 50 seconds. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready? Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. That's right, man. Lady. Undercrunch. Ready?
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. Whoosh. And a do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
This is Bell, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Darnold on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Throwing again is Darnold. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done up.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean